When I look at UMBC, I think of three words: acceleration, leadership, and growth.
Is breathtaking.
The faculty are just stellar.
It's the second most diverse school in the country.
The kind of research that is done here is really at the highest level that you can ever find in the country.
UMBC chose a different path from the beginning. We chose to be exceptional. We were breaking down boundaries. We attracted students from different racial backgrounds, different economic groups, and we were very fortunate to be a place that could attract very bright young faculty and staff. People could never have imagined that in this 40 years we'd be who we are today, physically or in terms of national visibility. There is this growing reputation because of the research we're doing, because of the visibility in the public's eye through the media, and the reputation says, here's a place that's excellent. Here's a place that has incredible energy when it comes to thinking.
Well, I think most of us were so busy doing those early years that we probably didn't have a lot of chance to say what our vision was. But I think instinctively most of us came out of very strong liberal arts traditions. We had recently come out of strong research universities. I think we had a vision that we could be both of those things. 40 years later, I'm amazed. I suspect many of my colleagues are amazed at just how much of that has been accomplished.
I hope that I do research that is as good as what I've been doing here on my own, and hopefully in the 5 years I think that I can shed more light on the molecules of the HIV viruses that I'm trying to study.
It's just great because it's actually probably one of the places in the U.S. where we have the greatest concentration of chess players. The team is, we're national and Pan-American champions.
The students get to interact with these well-renowned professors in a classroom and research setting.
When I came into UMBC, I knew that I loved opera, but I had no idea how much I loved it until I worked here and I started working with my voice teacher. I started singing so much and just focused myself on it.
We actually produced a report that was used by the governor and the state legislature to develop affordable housing policies for the state.
I was able really to mature, I think, as a researcher and really kind of figure out what questions were really interesting to me.
The impact of UMBC on the technology community is its students who are strongly positioned with strong technical skills to go into industry. The amount of capital that's poured into that school over the years is breathtaking, and the transformation of the university from that capital is overwhelming.
I came back to Baltimore in 2000 after spending 6 years in New York. And my first visit to UMBC was, wow, what a difference 2000 is compared to 1986 when I graduated.
I think it's going to be world renowned. It's not just nationally renowned, it'll be world renowned. That's where I see it going to even greater heights.
We're a very young university. We're just beginning in so many ways.
My first experience coming to UMBC as a high school senior was on a campus tour that I came with my father. And when we came here, we knew that the public policy building was just being put up and just being constructed. And the only thing that was there at the moment was just one huge steel beam coming out of the ground. The rest was just dirt. And I remember talking to my father and looking at the building thinking, this is where I'm going to experience college. This is where I'm going to go to class. This is where I'm going to talk with my professors afterward. This is where I'm going to research. Getting really excited about it. And a year later, my spring of my freshman year, being able to be the first student to sit in a classroom at 8 in the morning in a completely new building that I saw that was pretty much one steel beam a year before. It symbolized that UMBC continually recreates itself, that every new generation that gets to come here is going to have an experience like that.